Hello, everyone, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we've got another match of the Link to the Past Randomizer Survivors of Hyrule Tournament 2024 here. We are in the Rumble stage. We've got a three-way match between Flipheal, Matkap, and Derdasch. We've got ourselves Flipheal and Frosty on comms here. Frosty will be here in a couple minutes. I'm filling until he gets here. How are you doing, Flipheal?
Good. How are you doing, Star?
Not too bad. Looking forward to a good match.
Yeah. Our match today is in Fluky's inverted start with reactivated flute. Could be kind of fun. It's going to be pretty samey for all of our runners at the start because we're going to have there's only 10 items in inverted start normally. Flute's going to add a few more, but we can also get access to pod in addition to kind of like the starting Skullwoods these down checks that you could do in the Village of Outcast. Probably going to see some Arrow gameplays as well, just to kind of get the money for pod and for dig game. But I kind of expect everybody to kind of immediately start to Link's House and then flute away to probably check Mire Shed.
It makes sense here.
Yeah, and so kind of what's going on with this stage of the tournament is right now we're trying to get down to 2 teams, but the goal after week 3 was to get down to 4 runners. So instead of kind of going with the 1v1s that they've been doing the first 2 weeks, they're doing three ways basically, so they can take the top 2 runners. Of our runners today, this is Group 4, Division 4, sorry, and this was kind of the most spread out division. There were 5 teams who made it into this week. Flipheal and Werfjig were the only partners left. Everybody else is on a solo team, so if anybody with Flipheal doesn't make it to the loses, they're out. If Flipheal loses, Werfjig's still in, and it'll be a 4-way race next week in order to kind of determine who's going to be the 2 teams to make it on. Or not a 4-way, I should say. It should be 2 1v1s, but it'll be a fun time.
Yep. So, just waiting on the runners to ready up, and then we'll be going shortly.
Yeah. So, with pre-activated flute, you can get to the Mire Shed, you can get to the pyramid item now. You can also get up the mountain, you could rescue the old man if you really wanted to. I don't really think you should at this stage. You also have access to the first chest in Castle Tower. You can find the weapon, or if everybody's favorite thing to do is 3 heart Lionel fireball dodges to get to Super Bunny Cave. Spectacle rock items also in Logic too, so there's that.
The restream title is up to date. You just need to hit the refresh button, Gil.
And this will be a full key sanity mode, by the way. So all of our dungeon items are shuffled around, and there is no restrictions on where the Ganon Star Big Key is, so it could be live.
Okay, the flip starts in Link's House. There's the Swank flip, or Matkap and Derdasch start at Link's House. $20 in Link's House, and prompt divergence all over the place.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting from Flipheal. This is kind of like, I wonder if he realized that. I wonder if he forgets that the flute is on, because you probably want to go to bow and go this way.
Quite possibly, yes. Compass for Derdasch.
There's a book. Bottle. Yeah, the book's nice. Bottle and bumper ledge. The book's nice for inverted because it's our only way to get into Desert Palace. We can mirror in like we would be able to in standard or open.
Yep.
But our tree pool is bomb. Okay, so Flip was gone for a tree pool, and it was bombs, which is nice. That'll be Hype Cave early on for him without having to spend any money. Matkap going for whatever's sitting on the ledge item. Was it bombs? That was bombs.
Okay, book picked up for Flip. I missed what he picked up in Thieves' Town. Oops. And there's our first sword.
Yeah. I don't think Flip did. Ooh, and Matkap took a death to the bird in my area. Derdasch takes a death to a Zizek in Thieves Town.
Yep. Alright, Hype Cave providing a map to Hyrule Castle, not helpful game, and nothing else. Great.
Yeah, we have a sword. So right now we kind of have chess game, Stumpy, big game. Kind of think there's a couple more bow checks, and then it's either Aga Tower or Thieves Pod, which would be scary.
Okay, Myers Small, can't do a thing with that right now.
No,
And a Compass to Desert, not helpful.
no. Derdasch is 20 rupees, which means he has enough money to go start playing the Arrow game for money.
Yeah, there was 20 bucks in Link's house, and I think another 20 bucks in Hype Cave, because Flip and Matkap have that.
Yeah, he also doesn't have any bombs, so he can't go check the brewery.
Ooh, hey, first bow here in the C-shaped house.
That's really nice. So that's 2 more checks in Pod. Matkap with the sword in hand is going to go back and take a look and see what was in Myers' shed.
Yep.
And Derdasch is going to be the first one to go take a look at Skullwoods.
Mm.
Now this is kind of where like the key sanity portions of like in this mode kind of play. It's like normally in Skullwoods, like there has to be like 3 small keys up front, so you're kind of going to lose 2 or 3 checks automatically, just due to key logic. Key sanity, they're all live. Flip's getting his bow. It's probably gonna go play. You have to be really suspicious of Pod right now. Just came from Matkap.
Yep. And yeah, welcome in Drosy here, by the way.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh, 2 swords already.
I missed that. Where was the second? Brewery?
Brewery, yeah. Derdasch missed it because he doesn't have bombs.
Yep.
Yeah. So welcome in Drosy, just kind of getting going. Everybody's
I'm seeing the regular Thieves Town and Skullwoods and archery gameplays that one expects early in Inverted.
Yeah. 2 swords and a bow so far, though. And a book.
And a book. And a Thieves Town Small, which will be nice eventually, I guess. And I will shut up and let you guys come.
Alright. Oh, it's no problem. Thank you very much, Star. Flippers. Interesting.
Yeah. I guess that's... well, no, the flute was already East Dark World access. So
We've okay, that's 3 swords. Yeah, no, yeah, that would be East Dark World access if we didn't have a start with the flute. Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to think what the flippers get us. Like, they can get us to the entrance of Ice Palace, but we don't have anything to get past the first Freezor.
No. I mean, right now it's probably time to go pay some money with the Arrow game and go over to Pod. You got a bow.
Yeah, the bow gives us
2 more checks.
It gives us all of the front except for the vanilla big key chest.
Well, we're playing Key Sanity, unfortunately, so we only get 3 checks there. We don't have a key right now to even get into the middle 2 checks.
Oh, right. We don't have the hammer, is what's relevant.
Yeah, that too.
That's what I
Yeah.
wasn't processing. That right. We can't get past the right side because we don't have the hammer.
Yeah. Derdasch finally has bombs. Let's hope that he goes back for brewery and he doesn't forget about it. Everybody else is going to be sitting on Tempered Sword for this seat for a while. And Master Sword's nice, but, you know, Tempered Sword, you're just going to be one-shotting just about everything now.
Yeah, though you still hope you don't have to do a 3-heart moth even with tempered.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is like you can always like this is moth is 3 key locked, so judging when you want to do moth is
True.
true. You can always like put off moth for a while in this just to pretend that it's in logic, or until like you know you have to do it and you're very comfortable with doing it.
I'm surprised how few keys we've seen so far in general.
Yeah, I mean we've got a Thieves Wall, which logically means when we get the Thieves Rig, we can go beat Thieves Town even without a hammer. But okay, and 7 minutes in, everybody's going to basically be on Tempered Sword. You know.
Oh, I'm sure Buttersword is like shooter chest of pod or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even like swords do much for us other than we don't have access to Ether Tablet yet because the other tablet yet because we don't have Dark World, Light World access, and we wouldn't be able to get the Ether Tablet anyway because that's Moon Pearl locked because we have to use the hammer to get the Hera. Yeah, here comes Derdasch going to go get his money. Matkap is the only one who hasn't really gone and paid off looking for Dig Game yet.
Yeah, well, we'll see where he flutes to. Oh, looks like he's going... Nope, he's fluting. Mountain, okay. Haven't seen that yet.
No, I mean, you have enough sword to kill the Lionels. It'll take a little bit, but you can kill the Lionels, so you can kind of like...
You need to do a good job of dodging.
Yeah, but you can at least kill the one behind you, so you only have to just tank a fireball hit from the front, and then...
Right.
Yeah, Dig Game was nothing. I'm not sure if anybody's checked Stumpy yet. We actually, but we do have Tempered Sword, which means we can actually go finish off Agate Tower pretty quick. Or Shaken Agate Tower pretty quickly.
Yeah, these ball and chain guards go down in a hurry.
Flipheal's gonna go save the old man. Don't disagree with this, really. This is just kind of always a bad check to do an inverted. Without a mirror.
Both are doing it.
Yeah. I mean, with pre-activated flute for inverted, I would like to do it anyway, just because this is your best save and quit option from here on out. You don't have to leave a house or do any sort of transitions. Yeah.
Nice dodging by Matkap, wow.
Yeah, no, really, really good job. Killed that first one, so you wouldn't have to worry about like having to use it to deboost or anything, and then just moves forward.
Okay, first look at Super Funny Cave here, which is junk.
It should be noted, it was pointed out in chat, our Mystery Mire Medallion today is Quake. So we did in fact already have found our Mire Medallion.
Oh, that's nice. I guess I must have missed the Mire visit.
Yeah, everybody, well, I mean, it's with pre-activated flute, everybody kind of just does it because you don't have to...
And did I just see Ether for TR there?
Yep, we've reversed our vanilla meds today.
Though if we get the mirror, it won't be too relevant.
Nah. Matkap is gonna go to save the old man. We're gonna get a look at one of our last in logic checks here that isn't in pod.
Those arrows.
Yeah. Surprising. The game gave you an incredibly early bow and a flute. The answer's in pod.
And everyone wants to save pod for last.
Yeah, I mean, Matkap is like desperately trying to avoid going to pod just because he doesn't have money.
Oh, he doesn't even have enough money for archery game, I just realized.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a little farming. So Derdasch is going to be the first. So Matkap also already checked Pyramid and was just bombs. So looks like Derdasch is just going to go straight for Pod. Good.
And as we discussed, this is only 3 checks.
Yeah, but...
I mean, it's the last 3 checks we have, but...
yeah, I know, and it's almost...
It's not like we can really loot Pod while we're here, even.
Yeah, the only problem is, like, what is it exactly going to be? Because it has to be something that's going to open up our access a bit. And...
Love for catfish?
I'm thinking Thieves Town Big Key, if I'm entirely honest.
Yeah, that would open up another 3 checks.
Yeah. Fire Rod could do it. Well, Fire Rod's 1 check.
Fire Rod gets us multiple checks in ice.
Oh, no, yeah, it does get us multiple in ice. We do have the flippers.
There's a Skullwood Small.
Yeah. Well, if it's the Fire Rod, that's really nice. But I feel like people are going to have to decide if they want to commit to 3-hard Mothul or not. Like, the one, you know... Like, it's not going to be in logic, but you also don't want to walk back to Skullwoods multiple times. 5... Okay, at least our stun prize is a blue rupee. So... Matkap's going to get the money bit by bit.
Well, he has just enough to pay for archery game.
Yeah. Ooh, nice full magic off of the mimics. They're in the magic group today.
Though our other runners just got the full magic and Super Bunny.
Yeah.
Bombos, that's ice.
Okay, we got Ice Pulse access. Which means, this also means that literally all of our other fire sources in this seed are going to be locked behind the Bombos Medallion. So, everyone, congratulations, you've won.
Wow.
You've won a Rule of Fire seed. And we've confirmed it 14 minutes in because there are no checks that aren't locked behind that left.
But Derdasch hasn't done Super Bunny yet, so he's gonna go there before he goes to ice.
Yeah, because nothing... I mean, ice is fine, but we're gonna have to deal with 3-hard Pen Gators. I mean, we have Tempered Sword, thank God, for 3-hard Pen Gators, but you still have to deal with, like, the moving conveyor room with spikes. Like, it's very easy in Ice Palace to take a couple hearts of chip damage at this, even at this stage.
Now, Flipheal is literally last locating at this point, so he's gonna have to go to ice next.
Yeah, no, Flip is... The only other thing Flip hasn't done is Pyramid Ledge.
Flip just checked Pyramid Ledge on his way over the pod.
Okay, yeah, so Matkap's gonna be just a little bit behind him. Yeah. And I was kind of explaining this to everybody when they started on Jurassic, but so this is Group 4, so this is kind of the group where everybody was... We managed to get to, like, the most teams into this round. 5
Many
of
whom were down to their final player.
We had four teams down to their final player, and 1 with 2, which was Flipheal and Werfjig. And so Werfjig already won. So if Flipheal loses, his team's still in it. And it'll be just a 4-way, you know, just 4 runners next week.
Right. I mean, if Flipheal loses, then we have 4 teams next week, and exactly 2 of them would get eliminated in that round.
Yeah.
The remaining 2.
Yeah, and if Flip wins, then there's a chance that Flip and Werfjig both win next week, and
right,
they enter.
Right, in which case the other 2 remaining runners would have to play a tiebreaker against each other.
Yeah, that'll be week 5. I think this is the only division where I think we have a shot at a week 5 scenario, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I know that like Group 1, which is the 17 group, isn't going to have that. Just because it's a...
No, they could, because Ricky is still alive. If he advances and 2 runners from
Boomerangers,
yeah, and then 1 runner from the other team.
and then you have 1 runner from Team Akira Kasaba, the 16 student line gunner hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair. Watch out for advances, yes.
What's the scenario if somehow all 4 Boomerangers sweep that race?
Well, if all 4 members of Team Akira Kasawa sweep,
oh, sorry,
Boomerangers only count
wrong
2.
team name.
Yeah, understandable. Not everybody wants to say that name. I think it would be a 2v1 tiebreaker then somehow, because it'd be there would be 1 team left, and so it'd have to be a 2v1 tiebreaker. That's really going to kind of depend on what Ricky does. So we have nothing in Mapcast. So our answer is going to be frickin' iced tea at this point. We only have 3 checks in logic and ice palace.
Right, and it's not the first one.
Yeah.
And iced tea is a hike.
I mean, it's a hike. But you're going down there anyway.
Yeah. No, at this point, even if you find progression in Freezor chest, you're doing iced tea because you don't want to
when you get the freezer,
second progression.
Yeah, when you get the freezer chest, you're already 2/3 of the way to iced tea. You might as well just do it and then don't have to worry about going back down for it.
Hey, at least you don't have to worry about IPBJ here.
Yeah. Of course, right now, we're still running into the spot where we only opened up like 3 checks, and Bombos wasn't one of our medallions that we needed, so this could be like, so this is going to turn out to be like Hookshot or something, or Boot. If the game is kind, if the game is kind, it'll be Boots. If it's Grill, it'll be Hookshot. Yeah, for Meyer.
Or I guess there's the chance of Samaria for TR.
We can't.
But we can only do 1 check in there. Oh, okay.
There's the Boots. Game was kind. So everybody gets. This isn't a seed where everybody gets to complain about not having Boots for 2 hours. Everybody's going to almost last location those Boots only because Ice Tea's on the way, but this is a very bottleneck seed at the start of this.
You think? Okay, yeah. Meyer it is.
This is why you didn't want to. This is why you didn't want to save the old man.
We've gotten 1 small key, so 4 checks in logic in Meyer.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Flip is going.
Did he never do the first chest of Agate Tower?
No, you can't get into. You can't. Oh no! Does he think he can get into Hookshot Cave? He doesn't have a glove.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels horrible.
At least he had the boots, so it didn't cost him too much time, but that'll make Derdasch the first one into Meyer.
Yeah.
Derdasch remembering that Quake does not harm Murderdactyls, so gotta get rid of it so it doesn't kind of body you and your 4 hearts green mail while you're using Quake.
Yeah. Usually it's the glove and the block in Ice Pal in the block in Thieves Town is where runners forget that they don't have a glove. It's usually not going up the Hookshot Cave. All right. Nice Mire 1 for Mire 2 for Derdasch. So we also only have like 4 checks in here in logic.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The small key does at least give us lobby chest and map chest in logic.
Does it? Or do you need 2?
No, you just need 1 small key to put lobby chest
Okay.
and map chest in logic.
Yeah, that one's just like a borderline case, and usually like I just don't care about it. Mail is nice; it does nothing for us. It'll make our death warping a little worse. We're not on entrance randos, so spike chest isn't going to require health. And okay, there's a glove.
Okay. Well,
That-
that's Catfish and the first chest of Hookshot Cave.
Yeah.
Does it open anything else?
Right now, no.
Second Skullwood Small.
You're accumulating at an incredibly annoying rate.
Desert Big, which once we have Light World access, we
can
can do most of Desert, though we don't have the small.
Yeah. That's annoying. Yeah, it's Catfish first, and then you're going up the mountain.
What did
Flipheal.
Flip just do there?
I think he skipped checking compass chest.
You mean map chest?
Map chest. I forget. Yeah, that's map chest. I forget. It's...
Yeah, he doesn't have the big key to Desert.
Yeah, that'll potentially be a problem.
Oh, and hello, Midson Catfish.
Okay, so now we can start bunny walking the overworld or the light world for our Moon Pearl, or
Oh, yay.
we go do Super Bunny Cave and bunny walk up to Floating Island for our Moon Pearl. I wonder if Flip just skipped it because he thinks it's not in logic because of the amount of Mire spells.
No, he got hit by the Beamos, which put him at 2
Oh.
low health to be able to tank a hit.
But he got Spike Chest.
No, he missed Spike Chest. He doesn't
Oh.
have that big
Oh,
key that
oh
Matkap
yeah,
just picked
yeah,
up.
yeah, that's right. That was the last one.
And I'm guessing we're going to need Desert Big.
Very likely. So we have mitts, so that's... Okay, so our progression is Floating Island. Wonderful. Because I don't think there's literally anything else that we can get at with mid-world access right now.
Flip's gonna hover. Zaf has threatened to ban him.
Zaf, this isn't the Cross Keys 2024 tournament yet.
Oh yeah, our tracker Daruk reminding us Bottle Vendor can be bunny walked too.
Oh god, yes, because we can flute to Mire region and...
Yep.
We can flute to the Mire region and walk all the way to Kakariko Village. Yes, I love that. Okay, never mind. There's
and that also means, did you mention Bombos? But yeah, there's our Moon Pearl on Floating Island.
Yeah. I'd probably drop down to just Rock Cave in this scenario.
Flip is really determined here. I guess he feels a bit. Whoops.
I think
Took a death, and so now he's going to have to go all the way back up to get his Moon Pearl.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm gonna guess it's just because he had that mental whoopsie doodle of...
Yeah, that Mire incident.
Well, that and the Mire incident, just like I gotta go.
Oh no, he's not going that way. Where is he going?
He's gonna go rescue the Smith.
Oh, right, we have.
This isn't good.
Yeah.
Matkap is also gonna do some.
Yeah, this is one of those. You have one bad turn and suddenly you start doing really crazy stuff because you feel behind.
Ice Rod and Paradox. Yeah, the real bad thing is like any of this is all going to be. No, where are you going? You're not going to be able to get out of the. Oh no, he's going to go use the Velotrock, but he can't get out of the Velotrock because he's a bunny.
Right. Meanwhile, Matkap also stubbornly trying to hover
Our second case of runners for
cave rather than getting his Moon Pearl in logic.
Yeah. Looks like Flip remembered his problem. Well, is gonna double down on this.
Smith?
I don't know.
How did the Smith go poof? Is this a known thing?
I'm not sure.
That's bizarre.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see if Matkap gets anything good out of this last item. And nope.
Usually Smith isn't supposed to go poof unless you pick up Kiki or...
Yeah, you override the follower state somehow.
Yeah, right. But the follower state is overwritten if you pick up a crystal or pick up Kiki.
Yeah. Or the old, or everybody's favorite thing in cross keys, finding the bottom of Old Man Rescue Cave and deleting him that way. Hey, it's the Magic Cave. That's...
Well, now when Flip goes back to Meyer, he won't have to worry about whether he has enough health for Spike Chest.
Yeah. Well... I think right now Derdasch has a bit of an advantage.
Yeah. Because he didn't spend time trying to hover Hookshot Cave.
Yeah. That is Moon Pearl that is an Ice Foul Small Key for Derdasch, Moon Pearl for Matkap.
And GT Small from the Bottle Vendor.
Too bad. Ganon's Castle Big Key still not fixed in GT in this flag set. Our single arrows sitting over there in Chicken Hut. So, like, at least with this being inverted, like, Matkap is going to be a little bit, Flip's going to be a little bit behind here, but, like, he's going to have some room to make up time. There's a lot of things that can go weird in this mode. Because, like, routing the light world as your mid-game is really weird for a lot of runners.
So Zaf in chat saying the Smith disappears so that you can't get soft locked, but I'm trying to figure out how you would get soft locked in this mode, or is it another inverted mode?
It's because he can't. I'm assuming it's just because you can't enter him like an entrance. I know he won't follow you into caves.
Okay, yeah. So Iker confirming that it's if you don't have a flute start, you can get soft locked, and therefore the randomizer just does it this way in all inverted modes to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, pre-activated flute for inverted was something that came up a couple of years later. Ice Rod for Matkap, $50 on Race Scheme for Derdasch. Gonna go take a look and see what K45 is.
Whoops, still not going to the mountain. Looks like he's doing a purple chest play now.
Yeah. I mean, if something is on purple chest like Mirror, that would actually be really, really good for Flip. Anything else is not going to be really great for him. Purple chest is a check in an inverted that can really burn away.
Here's our first look at Dam from Derdasch. Ooh, Samaria.
Nice. So Matkap is going to go grab the smith before going into the Lloyd world. So he's going to at least start this class. 300 rupees, not what he wants, and Flip's going to have a ponder on what exactly can I get at with just mitts now.
Okay,
unfortunately,
finally going back. Oh, and here's our first bottle from Derdasch.
That's our... Well, it's the first bottle we've been able to get. We've seen a bottle on Rumble Edge, but we're not going to get a bumble. I think it was just a bug bottle even. Not even worth going through for a mirror.
I'm a little surprised with that early book in Desert Big Key that Derdasch didn't go left from the dam.
I mean, he's got the mirror. He's got the flute.
True.
So, like, he can kind of get back to Desert anytime he really wants to. He doesn't have... And I think he's probably wanting to get Fire Magic first.
And I guess that this will get us to Zora, and Zora is a pain in inverted.
Yeah. Yeah, he's being really thorough with this. This has been a very, very dry opening seed, so try to get as much of this late world done as possible. And here comes Flip looking at like, oh no. No. Small key to TR and Ice Red Cave. Not the most important thing in the world, but nice to have one or two of those. Nice water walk setup for Derdasch. Gonna go check Hobo with this, which is probably the better choice of the matter.
You know our next fire source is going to be in desert.
Oh, almost certainly. Like, yeah, Flip's gonna run through Ice Rod Cave here. Sorry, Paradox Cave here and find his Ice Rod. Small key on the Lake Island. Oh,
Is that our third Meyer Small? Or just our second?
Yeah,
Second.
sorry. Yeah. Sorry, it was a Tower of Air Big Key on the Smiths.
Right.
So that's actually not nothing, but it's one of the least valuable big keys.
Nothing in Waterfall Cave.
No, just Eastern Compass. I will make a note that this being Key Sanity on the main branch, not the entrance rando branch, that the game does expect you to collect all the compasses and maps before completing receiving the crystal for a dungeon, or the dungeon prize. So, if it comes up, that is a way to kind of tell if a dungeon is a crystal or not.
And there is a small key on the Zora Ledge, so Derdasch will head over and find out for us what it is. Sewers.
Sewers key. Interesting.
That puts Zelda's Cell and Boomerang Chest in logic.
As well as going all the way to the... Well, we can logically go all the way to the back, but...
Well, we have the mitts, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, the game assumes you use keys in the worst way possible, so...
Yeah.
If you, for some reason, stole a key from the front to go to the back, now you definitely have access to...
Nobody ever does that.
Boomerang Chest and Zelda's Cell.
Especially not on, like, cross keys. Gonna go see what Sickit has for us. Just a piece of hard. I mean, you got Bombos. I'm really tempted just to go straight to the front of Hyrule Castle here and just kind of work your way back up through Sanctuary into the back. Unless you maybe pull the hammer and Lost Lids.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, now Derdasch doesn't have to worry.
Big becomes less relevant unless there's something in the big chest.
Yeah. And Derdasch is going to take a quick peek to see what our Agate Tower item is today. Our lumberjack item behind Agate Tower is.
Yeah, we're only one CT small short of being able to get it.
Well, that and the lamp.
Yeah, logically. But we're not getting it.
Yeah, no. Is anyone leading or having an advantage so far? I would say right now... So our top two runners will advance. I think right now... Flipheal is kind of the one who's at a bit of a disadvantage just due to some early routing issues.
Which made him late to the Moon Pearl and also short the desert big. And if someone makes a desert play, that could wind up being kind of big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to go see what we usually would see in Dark World and see King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge. And then I'm sure Derdasch will probably dive into Sync and then go back up to Red.
And Flip also finds out for us that Swamp and Thieves are a 5/6.
Nice. So I'll need a mirror. We already have the Thief Small. We're going to almost certainly need a hammer anyway. Isn't going to have the Hyrule Castle Small key the way that he's routed this, though, unfortunately. So he's going to have to... Like, it's not too bad because, like, he won't have to worry about Dark Cross. Ooh, powder.
Now, an inverted that is hard locked behind the hammer. That is Magic Bat is.
Yes. Let's see what's in the back of Hyrule Castle here. That's our first pod small.
No, it's our second.
Is there a second?
Yeah, there was one in, I think, Blindside, rather.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is the fun part of Inverted, where you're kind of just doing all your early roll checks after spending 20 minutes of agony looking for a move.
Oh, hello, Hammer.
Was that Hammer in Hyrule Castle?
Yes.
Ah.
Not logically behind the sewer key.
No.
It was in Map Chest.
No, but I don't think Derdasch will be missing that for very long. They'll probably run out of here and then run down the breezeway to the castle, I'd have to imagine. Yeah, here we go. Rarely seen screen in Link to the Past. Always a treat whenever you get to see this one.
And there's our third Mire Small. We still don't have a fire source to do the left side, but with a fire source, left side Mire would be in logic.
Oh good, it'll probably be Lamp or Fire Rod. So where's Matkap heading? Matkap's gonna kind of go do the North Dark World, Light World checks here.
And Zelda's cell was just hiding the fillet.
Now he can be back at 1. Yeah, everyone has flippers. Everyone has a buck. Everyone has 2 medallions. I think Flipheal doesn't have Samaria. He hasn't gone down and done South Shore yet. Or I'm looking at the trackers backwards because I apologize.
Okay, so that's Pod Big at Dark Cross. Still not in logic without a fire source.
Nah. And Derdasch is going to use the fact that he already has that Castle Small Key spared to just kind of go through and take care of it all.
And Flip doing the desert play without the big key, which could be a problem.
Yeah, this is painful.
He's got 4 checks, but if something's in the big chest, or if we get a fire source that would otherwise make Landmo available.
Yeah, I mean, so right now, Moldorm is in logic.
Oh, right, we have Bookshot and Hammer to get over there.
I'd save and quit if I were Derdasch right here, if I were completely honest. 9 heart death warping, even if it is the Green Guard who does a half heart.
Was I saying there was a fire source in desert, or was I saying there was a fire source in desert?
There is a fire source, and wonderful. You know what that means? That means Flip's going to go right back into Mire, do left side, and then discover the fact that the desert...
Okay, well, at least he'll get the desert big soon enough. Because, yeah, Mire is full clearable now.
Where was the desert small?
No, we still don't have the big key to Mire. Never mind. The desert big was in Mire's spike chest.
Yeah, where's the desert small?
Oh, the desert...
Oh, Spiral Cave. Okay.
Yeah, so everyone got it right after their move.
Yeah. Yeah. So, desert and here are full clearable. Wonderful. Oh, Derdasch didn't do Dark Cross. Never mind. This is in logic as that fire rod in desert. Wonderful. Gonna go take a look at the last 2 checks over here in the desert area for Flip, which is Checkerboard Cave, which you get in the Light World. Small key, and he'll go over and do a Gina's Cave.
That's our 3rd pod small, I think?
Yeah.
Or 3rd that we've seen.
3rd we've seen. The good thing is, like, everything's in logic just because about how horribly dry this seat's been. And, yeah, okay. So... Derdasch is going to go get his cape from Bombo's Tab and then probably work his way over to Desert, hoping to try to maximize his chances of finding the fire source, which we know is in Desert, before going into Desert. But... Flip's going to go do some South Dark World checks, so this will be some area for him, and maybe some other things.
I wonder where that Mire big is. Probably in Mire. It's probably vanilla or something. Or maybe it's sitting on Landmos.
Yeah, sitting on Landmos would probably be the worst place. Matkap's heading for the castle, so this will be his hammer. Flip's like, thank you for the blue go in Samaria. Yeah, so this is kind of so right now, with Derdasch not having done, like, at least Smiths, he doesn't know that hair is in, like, off hair is in logic, or except for the basement. But he'd rather do this and climb all the way up the mountain to go do Hera.
Hera is a long hike and inverted.
Yeah. Like, ideally it's something you want to kind of, like, knock out towards the end. That being said, we're starting to get dry on logical things to do other than like Hera and Land Nullis and Shovel, I guess. We got 2 more checks on pot, I guess. And right, left side mire. Magic Bat does exist.
Oh, right. And once Flip starts swimming, he will get his 3rd Mire Small on Lake Hylia Island. So maybe that pulls him into Mire after he finishes the Flipper checks.
Yeah. All right, so here's our first item that we haven't, that's in logic we haven't seen out of Desert Palace. Silver arrows. Okay, this seed is basically free combat-wise. So, for Flipheal's perspective, Flip will probably get those silvers at some point if Desert is in fact a crystal. If it's a pendant, he may never get those. Pod big 4. Everybody's got their pod bigs now, so that's not going to be an issue. Matkap is going to make the play for to go kind of clear out Hera while he can. This is perfectly understandable.
Though he still doesn't have a fire source, but we also don't have the small key for the basement anyway.
That check doesn't exist, Drosy. What are you talking about? There are checks that exist. Hera Basement is one of those checks that does not exist. I have this catfish, but people say there is a second fish in this game.
So in this case, catfish was rather required.
Yes. All right, 48 minutes in, we got our first crystal, our first dungeon clear on the board. It's a crystal. So what is Ether Tablet today? Oh god, it's a big key. Is it Eastern Palace? It's Eastern Palace.
Oh boy. So
What?
Matkap already getting rewarded for coming all the way up here.
Yeah, well, he's heading to Eastern next just because he's going to want to, like, knock that out. And I think Derdasch is having a thing because, like, his options right now are 3 items up on the mountain or 3 items up on the mountain. Or Smith Chain.
Where is Flip going now? Oh, he still doesn't have the hook shot, so he hasn't been to Lost Woods. But he didn't go up. Oh, Sick
No.
Kid?
Yeah.
And then Lost Woods for his hook shot?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with this play from Derdasch. He's going to go beat up Mothula. He's got 2 Skullets monkeys.
Right. I
What
mean,
are the odds of turrets in GT?
you can start beating dungeons.
Yeah.
Was that a pod small and Hera big?
Yes, it was. So probably not important, but potentially important. Depending on how bad the game wants to get it with locking stuff in the 60 side of things. It's not.
And down goes Moldorm. This will be Matkap's first dungeon clear.
Yeah.
Oh!
Of course. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Smith Chain Locksmith today, everybody. G, F, and G. So
At least logically. I mean, with the hook shot, you can get up there without the Hera big.
yeah.
Now, if it were in the big chest, that would be something.
Yeah, thankfully it isn't. We're gonna get a look at Pet, I think, here on Flipheal side.
What could, I mean, I guess something like GT Big could be there. Oh, Parasmall. We're not seeing that.
Well, we will see
Oh.
that in exactly one.
Okay, if GT Big is in Parabasement,
Parabasement.
yes.
Or
Cat is now rooting for GT Big in Parabasement.
Yeah.
But there's Skull Woods Big on Laser Bridge.
Another Pod Small. I think that's 5 total.
Yeah, that's 5 we've seen.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see an absolutely horrible spot for a Turtle Rock Big Key here on Crystal Roller Chest.
Hey, Tothfile? Did you notice that not only was Fire Rod hard locked behind Bombos, but Lamp was hard locked behind Fire Rod?
Was Lamp on Mothula?
Yes.
Oh my
Pendant
god.
Moth, no less.
That's gonna be a thing. Yeah. So here's the conundrum that Derdasch has: is he doesn't want to do Smith Chain without the mirror. He doesn't want to go up the hair without the big key. And he can't do either one of these things. He's going to go take a look and see what's inside Hosoto. Ice Palaces are green pendant, so that's kind of annoying.
So let's see if we can recap the progression. The early bow opened up right side pod, which gave us Bombos, which got us into ice for the boots.
To get a glove out of Mire.
Right.
To go to Catfish, to go get your mitts, to go up the mountain, to go get your Moon Pearl off a floating island.
And then we had an early...
Mirrors on Moldorm, Zaf. And, yeah, Bombo's hard locks Fire Rod and Fire Rod hard locks.
Yeah, because we had an early book which led to Fire Rod and Desert.
And we're getting combinations of this is why Start is bad. Smiley face. Yes, but these runners also had 3 swords within 7 minutes of the seed, compared to a mode that may not have a single sword for almost an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Ooh, Swamp Small in the front of TR. That's a nice find. And with the mirror, yeah, Swamp is full clearable.
Yeah. Like right now, Matkap's one problem with his routing is he's not going to go to Desert for a while, I don't think. Because he's trying to greed on having a fire source to beat Desert. But all the fire sources are locked behind Desert. Pods of Crystal. I think this will be Mimic Cave for Matkap. Full clearable, but yeah. Yeah, the Swamp Fall is locked behind entrance into Ice Palace. Which is, I think, at this point, locked behind 1 or 2 more Turtle Rock Smalls or Ether. And here's Flip going to go up and take a look at Hera, and he's going to start laughing when he gets that. So the good thing for Flip right now is there's hope. He's going to have managed to at least pick up the Fire Rod and the Mirror in a better sequence than the other 2 will have.
And he'll get his Eastern Big Key up here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on red mail already. 11 hearts. Don't do Death Warps.
Speaking of Eastern Big, Matkap is giving us our first look at Eastern.
There's Ether. Okay.
Which we really don't need at this point.
No. Walking out of TR from back to front will despawn the turtle head automatically, so we didn't need it. But logically, we're probably going to have needed that Ether technically. Just to get the Swamp Palace small, because it's probably locking another TR small somewhere. Map to TR. Nice.
I'm feeling like Flip may not go back into Mire until he has the Mire Big.
Yeah. The good thing is that that will probably show up before he has to go back into the desert. Because really the only thing the desert big locked was a second bow.
Yeah.
Oh good, there's another... That's a third TR small, I think. Second or third, at least.
Yeah, and since we already have Tempered, if Flipheal winds up not getting silvers, that's not the end of the world. Though it does mean that the other runners will have silvers for Vidi and Flip won't, but...
Yeah,
he has the cape and Tempered.
Yeah, it's not much. Like the biggest time saving is obviously like getting silvers with Master Sword silverless compared to Master Sword silverless. Tempered Sword silverless versus Tempered Sword. It's still like another. I don't know. I think a minute's too long, but like it's beating Ganon in 2 teleports, and most 2-3 teleports, as opposed to having to go out through the full 4, like 4 teleports. And Vitreous is a good point too. Yeah, I don't know, and I'm not sure how much more Matkap will do in Ice Palace. He kind of got a lot in Ice Palace.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to touch Ice Palace until you find a big key at this point.
I'm just realizing that he still hasn't gone into Desert.
Yeah.
Because he's doing Dark Rooms because he can't do Moth.
Yeah. Did we find the Thieves Town big key? Where did we find the Thieves Town big key on? Must have been in Pod.
Yeah, Thieves Big was in Pod Big.
Yeah. So this is not very far out of logic right now, but it is still a bit out of logic. But I think Derdasch is trying to make some of his more remaining in logic options not be as bad.
We don't have the TR Big yet. Oh, Eastern is another pendant. Was there anything in Eastern Big Chest?
No. You had to at least go into Eastern logically at some point. Looks like TR is a crystal.
Yeah, our tracker Star is saying that.
Oh yeah.
We've confirmed Ice is the green pendant by talking to Saha, and we've seen the other 2 pendants drop, so we know where all the crystals are.
Yeah. Half Magic in Thieves Town. Spike Chest is a thing that's been on logic for a bit, I guess. Spike Cave.
This also means we have Pyramid Fairy access. Well, Derdasch doesn't because he still hasn't gotten his mirror, or Swamp Swamp.
Right. Right. And he'll need to go find this mirror and go back up the mountain for that. If you can find the TR big key... Okay, that's very good for Derdasch.
I missed it. What was it?
That is the Ganon's Tower big key.
Oh, okay. So now we know Pet is dead.
Almost dead. There's still big keys or something we might need, but...
What?
For TR.
Oh, right. I forgot that. Yeah, we could be forced to do it for another big key besides GT.
But yeah, no, we're just gonna skip straight up the tower today. No, nobody's gonna be hunting around in the basement. That's not gonna be missed by any of our runners. Crystal, Thieves Town.
Oh, and Flip having the Fire Rod will give us our first look at Fire Rod Lock TR.
It'd be really bad if the Turtle Rock big key were here. It has a strange preponderance for that. Yeah, there's the Thieves Town big.
And that is also Derdasch's third crystal.
Yeah.
Okay, right side TR was junk.
Yeah, we're basically, collectively, we're missing the Meyer and TR bigs for go.
And looks like Flip is following in Matkap's footsteps to do Pod Eastern, or rather Eastern Pod.
Yeah.
Nice to do it with the mirror, because then you can skip the hedge maze a second time.
Yep. And I think this is finally Derdasch going to go say, I gotta go do Switch Main now. This has got to be something, and it's probably leading to my mirror. You will get the hair of Big Key and then not be very amused. Yeah, this is going to be near the last location. It's probably a literal... He could have done a bit more Vice Palace. But this might also technically be a literal logical last location. Unfortunately, Flip's going to get sucked into doing Eastern.
And there's that hair of big for Derdasch that we were talking about.
Yeah, going to go do Mad Bad.
For junk.
Yep. Not sure where Derdasch is going right now. Oh, he's got the shovel. The shovel that everybody's had for a while and nobody's checked. You need to save and quit, my man. Yeah. Derdasch is going to go do here, discover the mirror, and probably chase the rest of the runners through TR and stuff. Gav gets his fat bluff and nothing in the back of Saha. Gotta discover his last pendant. Ooh. Second chest of Agate Tower here. Poor Derdasch. Red mail, 11 hearts, not the best thing to be death
Once again,
on.
I blinked at the wrong time. What's in CT second chest?
I don't think it was anything.
Okay.
I missed it as well. But I didn't see a box fire, so I don't think it was anything.
And Flipheal gets the disappointment of finishing Eastern. So then, no doubt, he'll do pod into Thieves.
Yeah.
Probably finish Skullwoods at that point, since he doesn't yet know that's the final pendant.
No, and he has a skull with big key too, which Derdasch doesn't. Derdasch is gonna discover that this is Ether, that he can't beat it, but he can use the portal here to get to the other side and go to Hera. The good thing is like once you can knock out Hera, like, this is essentially done unless you're going to do the basement, and we know the basement's on ped, so that's probably never getting done.
And I feel like before too long we'll start to get some convergence.
Yeah, everybody's kind of...
Then we can see where everyone's at relative to each other.
Yeah, everybody's kind of pulling on different threads. Right now, Matkap really still needs to go to Desert Palace.
Derdasch will undoubtedly do Eastern just like the other two runners because he doesn't know it's his final pendant.
Yeah. It's 6 items for him.
That's also true that, you're still looking for items.
You're still looking for 2 big keys, and frankly, you don't want to go back into Mire looking for the big key. You want to have that big key before you go back into Mire.
But you don't want to show up as Ice Big Key, because that puts ped in logic.
Yeah. Nice Herapod for Derdasch. Matkap's going to get his Ganon Star Big Key, which I'm sure he's happy about.
Nice chest turn, too.
Yeah. One more pod small for Derdasch, and there's another one in GT. So eventually, like when he goes back to Eastern, he might be able to check whatever checks are left in there for him.
Ooh, Derdasch taking a fall there. He is not going to be too happy about the late mirror. Could have saved him a lot of death warps.
Yeah. I also kind of expect... yeah, none of our runners, none of the other two know that Mothula is a pendant.
Right.
So I kind of expect them, they go do Thieves and they'll go up and do Mothula.
Right. I mean, they don't know Moth's... Well, Matkap can't, he doesn't have the Fire Rod still.
Right.
But yeah, none of the runners have individually full information yet because Derdasch doesn't know Eastern's a pendant and the other two don't know that Skullwoods is a pendant.
Yeah. And I think... yeah. Derdasch has his mirror, gonna go and take a look and start to clear out the rest of Turtle Rock here. Which will net him his Swamp Palace small key, so he'll be able to go over and do that. So Derdasch is at 4 crystals so far. It's not too bad. This does have a seed of like, oops, we've accidentally collected all the pendants anyway.
Yeah, Derdasch
Feeling
at
on him.
4, Matkap at 3, and Flip about to get his second.
Yeah, Flip still has to worry about that Desert Palace big key. So, which ironically makes him flip back to Myra ahead of the other runners, just because. Matkap's in purple chest.
Which I believe was $300. So Derdasch about to get his swamp small. We'll find out about Ice Pal's green pendant, and then I have to imagine he's doing Thieves in Skullwoods.
Yeah. Yeah, between him, it's Skullwoods or Desert or TR as the last pendant. Matkap's got his cape. He's going to go do his desert checks here. We'll see if he pulls off into desert or if he dips into swamp. He did hop down, which would make me think he's going into desert.
If he's all the way out here, I sure hope he goes into desert.
Yeah. Time for Thieves down for a flip. Derdasch, you can't go through this door.
Well,
you hot-shot it. Didn't open the big door.
Oh, he hasn't done Laser Bridge yet.
Yeah, he's got to do Laser Bridge. The other two started at Laser Bridge and kind of went all the way back up.
But it's also fluting away.
That's interesting. I mean, it's... Was there anything down on Laser Bridge that was critically important? I don't think so.
There were some keys. I'm trying to remember which ones.
Yeah. There's a pod small.
And Skullwood's big. And we will find out shortly from Flipheal whether the Skullwood's big is anything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. And Derdasch, this makes sense. He's doing...
He's got a clearable swamp.
Right, he's doing swamp because he knows it's a 5/6, so then he'll have Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah. He's trying to maximize what he can do before finding, having to redip into Mire. I'm not sure exactly why he left the mountain, why he left Laser. I know, like, you have to reclimb the mountain to get back down to Laser Bridge, but...
And by the way, since I see it's not tracked here, on Derdash's own tracker, he knows Swamp is a 5/6.
Yeah. Flip. Gives a little head shake of approval there when he gets his GT pick. He knows not gonna have to go worry about that crap, because that's literally like the worst thing is when the GT Vicky isn't in GT in this mode, and you full clear the basement and then have to start scrounging through whatever you left in the world behind. Good specky clip from Derdasch.
Okay, so as Flip gets his third crystal, Matkap's about to get his fourth, and Derdasch is well on his way to his fifth.
Yeah. Skipping left side swamp for now. I mean, your 2 items from go mode, I can see skipping left side swamp if you can pull them in the back. It's kind of an outside draw. It'll be interesting to see if he continues to skip them, though. Oh god, it's the mushroom.
Where was the mushroom? Oh, waterfall chest.
Yeah, waterfall chest. Coming to this, like, Derdasch appears to be lead. Derdasch has had a better route through this seed, I would say. Yeah, Flip took an unfortunate death before he could get his Moon Pearl and then made some decisions that kind of compounded that.
He took an unfortunate death because he kept trying to hover Hookshot Cave until he no longer had enough hearts to hover Hookshot Cave.
That's true. That is true.
Matkap also spent quite a bit of time trying to hover Hookshot Cave. This is why Derdasch is in the lead.
Yeah, don't hover. Hovering doesn't work. The Derdasch right now, like he definitely has an advantage. It's hard to say if he has the lead. It's going to kind of depend on what skips he makes. We're still missing 2 items for go mode.
I was watching Derdasch. Did Flip check the Skullwood's big chest on his way to the back?
I don't think so. I think he just walked straight in and mirrored. Okay, and Matkap knows that Skullwood is appended, so he's not going to go kill Mothula, which is a shame. Because here's his lane. Because Flipheal's about to get his lane.
Well, I guess it'll still be useful for Mire Basement.
Yeah.
And saving magic, though we have half magic.
Yeah. Derdasch is going to go lose some time here now in Eastern Palace like the other 2 did. Get his logical axes into Turtle Rock, and that's about it.
Oh yeah, you're right about Matkap, like, actually having process of elimination now to know that Skullwoods is a pendant.
It's not on his personal it's not personally marked on his personal tracker yet, but he's got every other crystal mark he knows. You got time to spend. So Derdasch skips left side. That's interesting. Matkap's going to do the full clear, though.
This could swing things.
Yeah.
And here's our look at Skullwood's big chest.
So, just bombs. So it's shaping up its left side Mire or what's left in Ice Palace or Mire. For those joining us late, we had an incredibly dry start to the seed where you had to take a bow to go to Pa, to get bombos, to go to Ice Palace, to get boots, to go into Mire, to get a glove, to go get your mitts off a catfish, to go get your moon pearl off a floating island. It's been a seed.
And here's the answer about left side swamp. A heart container. And bombs, so Derdasch saved some time.
Yeah. I guess Pyramid Fairy isn't 100% in logic yet, but it'll be sooner than later.
Well, I imagine Flip will go to Pyramid Fairy right after this.
I expect both Matkap and Flip to. I don't
Yeah.
really see where they've got a better option other than going back into Mire or dipping into pendants that you might not want to go back into.
Yeah, I guess Derdasch, since he hadn't done Eastern and doesn't know it's a pendant.
Yeah.
This was more appealing than 2 checks out of Pyramid Fairy.
It doesn't...
To answer Dane, Ped is not dead. It is Hera Small, so if Meyer Big or Turtle Rock Big are in Hera Basement, then Ped is very much alive.
Yeah. The Desert Big Key was in Misery Mire, was in the spike chest. Our runners got in there with literally 4 hearts, so everybody but Flipheal was able to get it, but it's 4 hearts. Those 4 hearts
took a hit
chest.
from the Beamos in the room.
Yeah. Derdasch gets a second pendant. Not happy about that.
So Derdasch has a fair lead. Not a huge lead over Matkap, because Matkap probably won't go back into Skull Woods, so that'll save him some time.
Yeah.
And this is probably the Pyramid Fairy play for Derdasch.
Yeah, we're running out of checks. It's Pyramid. We're down to like...
Could be Meyer.
Yeah, it could be Meyer.
We have left side Meyer completely in logic. That's 2 checks. Same number as Pyramid Fairy.
The problem is right now we're missing... So technically Pyramid Fairy isn't in logic. I think we're still missing a Pod Big Key. So it could be said that we don't know that the Pod Big Key is locking itself in Pod.
Oh, and with Hookshot, we do have right side ice in logic as well, so that's 3 more over there.
Yeah. No, we don't have Pod 6. We have Pod Big. I meant Pod 6. Oh, good.
It's not Pyramid Fairy. So, Meyer or Ice?
Meyer or Ice, yeah. And Derdasch still has all those... we still have Mushroom. Mushrooms...
Oh, yeah, and Shovel. Did we check Shovel?
Shovel was checked.
Okay.
So it's Mushroom.
So this has got to be the Mushroom turn in for Derdasch.
Derdasch hasn't done Purple Chest, and he hasn't done Laser Bridge. Matkap is heading up right behind Derdasch. Oh, God.
What is it? Meyer. Okay.
Alright.
That's actually kind of good news for Flip.
Yeah, Flip's going to go back in the mire, and he'll get his Desert Big, and they kind of...
Because I have to imagine he'll just follow what Derdasch just did, and Matkap's now doing Pyramid Fairy into Mushroom Turn-In.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone, we have 5 more checks. If those 5 checks don't amount to anything, it's Ice Palace. That's our answer for Turtle Rock.
5 more? What's the 5th?
Sorry, 4 more, and then...
Okay.
Left side Big Chest Viddy, yeah.
Yeah, that's 4.
And Flip's gonna go check Shovel here.
Oh, TR Big and Meyer Big, so that is Go Mode for Derdasch.
Yep.
So, wonder what was on Meyer left side that we're now not going to see. The only question is, will Flip do right side Meyer before left side? Otherwise, that's more time eaten up for him.
It's almost certainly going to be like it's our small key or the last spot small key. Yeah, The sad thing is, I actually don't think Flip's going to get Silver's to seed.
No, I mean,
You have to
and
make a
now
slight detour.
now that Derdasch and Matkap are both in go mode, it would take some big screw up on one of their parts for Flipheal to come back.
Yeah, because Flip's still going to have to go through and beat land laws. So he's got another 2 minutes on top. Well, like when he gets his Mired Big Q here, like he's already going to be like a minute behind Matkap, and he's going to have to spend another 2 minutes taking care of that issue. But yeah, so like next week for Division 4, it looks like this will just be four teams with one remaining member each. They're going to get paired up, and there'll be a bit of a battle royale.
Which also means it'll be guaranteed that the group will be sorted out this coming week.
Yeah. Is this winner take all, or is it only last week's loses? So for this week, there's 3 of the groups in the survivors of Hyrule, 3 of the divisions, have been split into 2 teams, 2 matches of 3, and the top 2 runners from those matches of 3 will advance. So there's 4 runners from each division advancing, and we're trying to get down to 2 teams. So.
But yes, for the moment, all the 3-way races this week are just last places eliminated.
Yeah. Thankfully, even if Flip gets eliminated, his teammate Werfjig did actually manage to make it in last night.
Werfjig and Howard and Mario are the other 2 surviving runners from this division.
Yeah. And then it should also be said that like this is only how they're doing it for 2 of our 3 runners. 3 of our 4 divisions. The 4th division had a group had a total of 7 teams, and they're doing a giant 7-way race instead of a 2-3.
I think all the remaining races are tomorrow afternoon.
Yes, they all are, and they're all starting within roughly 2 hours of each other.
Yeah, we have a 2, a 3, and a 4.
Yeah, the 6-way is going on at 2. I think there might be a 5 o'clock as well.
This looks like the final nail in Flipheal's coffin that he is doing left side first.
Yeah, he's missing 2 items from go mode. He's going to go. He isn't going to go straight left side. It's understandable. Well, at least get an answer on what the heck was here.
Oh, and Star saying there's a 6 p.m. race too. Okay,
yeah. Yeah, so after this is kind of the only one where we're going to see. This is the only week where we're seeing runners top 2 advance, because they were trying to balance this down to 4 runners per division. After this, it'll be 1v1s. Matkap's heading in for his try-next fight.
And then this is going to be a quick GT because we don't need to touch the basement.
Nope. Just go straight up the tower. Flip is going to get extremely irritated in a second. This is the one where it's going to hurt.
Yeah. He leaves a bomb for the memories.
Yeah, he's...
But yeah, with Matkap already on Trinex, I'm wondering if Flipheal will even be in GT by the time the other 2 runners finish.
He probably will. I mean,
because he has to go the long way through desert to get to land mode.
Oh, yeah.
Because in Inverted, it's the only way through desert.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Derdasch has to go through Hyrule Castle in order to get up to Ganon's Tower, which has replaced Aga Tower in this mode. Just
Right, because we did not beat Aga.
no.
Otherwise, it would be a simple save and quit here.
Yeah. No nice silver arrows for Vitreous either. He's not going to just check Desert Pal's big chest because the best thing in his mind it could be his silvers or another sword, and that's not really checking it.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Butter Sword today.
No.
It's probably in GT Basement, statistically speaking.
Yeah, no. Flip will be maybe halfway up the mountain when they're done. Wonder where the last spot small is. It could. This is not a. I believe this flag set doesn't allow for self-locking keys, so it could be anywhere. Matkap strike versus 6 spot smalls.
Oh, now you're making me wonder how the. And Jack pointing out that, in fact, Matkap did get all 6 pod smalls somewhere.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, must have miscounted it somewhere. Derdasch is already on Lamno too. And gets a very nice 0 cycle. That guy's almost done with the gauntlet here. Don't even have to kill Helma. We have enough small keys.
Isn't that nice in the Key Sanity Seed when you find enough GT smalls along the way?
Yeah.
And Derdash's execution has also been clean enough that Matkap hasn't been able to really gain on him at all in this climb.
No. Moldorm 2 getting a little bit away from Derdasch, though. Not too bad, but...
If anything, I think Derdasch may have widened his lead over Matkap in this climb. Okay, nice doubles so far. Very nice triple-double.
Yeah. And Derdasch will be the first one to take the fall into Ganon here.
Ooh, nice triple from Matkap.
Yeah. Oh, that was a gimme triple setup.
But
Yeah,
he
all
only
three
gets a single on the next one.
Yeah. So he's out in 3 cycles too. Trinex down for Flip, so he'll have at least collected all 7 of his crystals before the end of this run.
And Derdasch already on phase 3.
Yeah.
Just when you thought Ganon was being nice, he starts being pesky. There we go.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad teleport pattern. Oh, that's a nice double.
Yeah, wow. I didn't think he'd make it. Ow!
That's not even... Wow.
That's impressive. Get your GGs in for Derdasch taking this.
Yeah. So Derdasch secures a spot for his team next week as long as he doesn't fall across his 1x3 tile gap. But yeah, finishes with a race time of 1:38.03. Really, really nice time. So that pushes along team Planlos to next week. I think the German team. Matkap throwing a boomerang again. Not the right weapon. But also does a really nice job there. Yeah. And Matkap finishes just shy under a minute later, 1:39.02. Pushing Polo Azulis through as well.
So Planlos and Bolas Azulis survive to the next week.
Yep.
Accompanied by Team Don't Forget to Check Your Sexy Boots, courtesy of Jig, since Flipheal just got eliminated. And Team 75% Pet Aggro, represented by Power to Mario.
Yep. I think we're going to try to see if we can get some of the runners in for an interview, but they don't have to if they don't want to.
And there's the forfeit from Flipheal.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Okay, our restreamer Star is trying to get them in here for an interview, so hopefully we'll be talking to them shortly. Well, Flipheal, not surprisingly, is not in the mood for an interview.
Yeah.
Matkap says he's coming. I don't know how Derdasch's English is, so...
Yeah. And I think we're being joined by Derdasch. GG's,
Okay.
Derdasch.
Hi, GG's.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I still can't believe
Did you know what won it for you?
it. You
You
probably
did
is much
try to
more.
hover hookshot cave.
Okay.
Got you to the moon for a lot faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That definitely actually unfortunately did play a bit of a factor with Flipheal. He tried to hover for the Moon Pearl and he died in Hookshot Cave. So he kind of decided, I'm not going to go check Floating Island until doing Mirrorless Bunny Smith Chain. And that kind of just set him back a little bit. So, I mean, all in all, though, that seed was a really fun opening. I shouldn't say I should say fun, but I also have a sadistic sense of fun in this case. But yeah, I think we're also being joined by Matkap now. GG's Matkap.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's, Derdasch, and Flipheal as well. Yeah, it was quite a race. I don't know that done in the very end. I don't know. That led me a bit shaky, to be honest. Suddenly, it was all so real. I don't know.
Yeah, there were a lot of like items in bad places today. Mirror being logically locked behind Smith Chain for one. Your fire rod being in Madcap. You never did find the lamp. Would you like to know where that is?
Where was it?
Mothula.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the late fire rod for you actually helped you make up a lot of time because by that point you knew that Moth was a pendant, so you had other things to do, so you were the only runner who didn't do Moth.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I think like I maybe was slow in some stuff. I think I did it more or less everything like okay, besides I don't know, left side swamp or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hover was really slow, but I don't know. At least I didn't die, as you were saying, like with Flipheal or something like that. That was like really scary because I don't know. You can always have like a dumb death, like the one I had, like going to Meyer shed, which I don't know, felt so bad, but I don't know. It's not the worst one to have, I guess. So I just kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You died 2 minutes into the seed to a bird, 10 seconds off of your save and quit. It wasn't. It feels bad, but it wasn't the worst. Like, but yeah, I mean, like really kind of like Pickett. I think Derdasch was logically last location mirror, and you probably last location fire rod. Just because those were both absolutely terrible spots, and it kind of just like kind of averaged out a little bit.
Yeah, because I even got like the desert big key, which I don't know.
Yeah, Flip. Unfortunately, also took a hit to the Beamos and Meyer, so he picked up the Desert Bicky when coming through Meyer the second time. So he didn't have that as well.
So feeling I really should have gone like much earlier, but like at least I went like just before Swamp. So after Swamp, I immediately went to Pyramid Ferry, turned the mushroom. From there went to Meyer and just like finish. So at least like you were saying before with the fiber, I think like the really end did like help me quite a bit.
Yeah. Everybody's ending sequence was pretty similar, to be honest. Y'all kind of did swamp into Pyramid Ferry into. I think Derdasch, you took a slight detour from Pyramid Ferry, but you did it almost right.
Yeah. I was a bit confused somehow. When I was in Third Rock, I thought about, oh, I'm doing Eastern next, but then I found Swamp Small and forgot about Eastern. So I did Swamp first. It was not so bad because I didn't know if Eastern was a crystal or pendant. Turned out to be a pendant.
But yeah, that was a really interesting seat to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that early game, I don't know. I don't know where, and then you went to Eyes, no Pod, and then Eyes, and then Meyer, and it's like, come on.
And then Catfish, and then Hookshot Cave, and then the island. Yeah.
Because it was like you were going to places with very little items, and it's like, okay, like I need a lot of items. Like I don't need one or two items, like what's going on? Like I was looking at my tracker, like, have I forgotten something? I don't know, because I don't know, and the rupees and everything, I don't know.
Yeah, you were little. Everybody else went to Aero Game almost immediately. You were the one who was a little slower there, Matkap. But yeah, no, yeah, we were in the comments where we're like, okay, what are we going to see that's going to open up some items? Because like we need to open up something, but it's only going to open up a few things here or there. and it was just like thinking we were probably going to see like a fire, like some sort of fire magic in Pod. We were thinking Fire Rod. It turned out to be Bombos, and then like, okay, what's in Ice Palace then? And then it's like, oh, it's going to be Boots or Hookshot. It has to be. And then just slowly watching that chain unfold was kind of funny.
The good thing about keys is that the bosses aren't in logic so fast. With normal inverted seeds, you have to beat Cold Stare or Witty with Spider Sword or something.
Yeah.
It has been far less in keys.
Yeah, we were having the discussion of like, when do you want to go and kill Mothula now that you have a Fire Rod, or if you had a Fire Rod and you only had like one cold small key, it's like you could probably put that off for a while, but you don't really want to put that off for a while. Just not to have to go and make that trek back into the Schoolwoods. But yeah, it's interesting. It'd actually be kind of interesting to see if Pedestal was actually logically required to see, because we do know what it was, and it was not a good thing.
What was it?
What was it?
The small key to Hera Basement.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was like the only small key left, right? Because at some point I got a small key and I thought like there's no point to getting more small keys except Hera small. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah. And yeah, well, 1 week more. I don't know.
Yeah, but we'll see which way each of you is matched. This may be the only group where there are 4 players representing 4 different teams in week 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably guaranteed now, though.
I think
Has
the other
Division
three-
3 played any of their matches yet?
I don't think anybody in Div 3 has. But there's
Okay.
only 3.
No, there are 4 teams left in Div 3,
Yeah.
Okay.
so that they could wind up that way.
But
Or conversely, Div 3 could resolve everything this week.
yeah. Can Div 3 resolve everything this week? I guess if Gil and TJ lose, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no.
But yeah, your division should be pretty fun next week because we are guaranteed to know after next week who's advancing.
Yeah. I think and GG's Matkap. I think you were one of the teams who managed to have like just one runner after week 1. So congrats to making it to week 4.
It's
Just-
been crazy.
So
I don't know. Like last week, it was like crazy because I felt really bad and I felt really behind. And then I found the boots, and then the key was in the torch.
yeah,
They had skipped it, so I don't know. It's been quite crazy rides, these races, yeah, for sure. I'm really happy to make it.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can make it one more race.
and then everybody's back for you get to drag everybody back in again.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. All these runners who were eliminated in week 1 suddenly being alive again.
Yeah, like Ari. Ari, that guy named Ario who's lost in week 1, suddenly showing back up again, like nice and rested, just what he needed, I'm sure. But
Yeah. Those races on my team would be something to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Let's hope we make it.
Yeah, I'm pulling for you guys next week. I'm pulling for everyone, honestly. It's been a really fun tournament so far.
Yeah, I'm having a really, really big fun. I didn't know the format so much from reading about it and everything, but after playing it and everything, I don't know. I guess winning helps, of course, obviously, but I don't know. Every race is really intense, and I don't know. Yeah, it's really fun. Like really short and a lot of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, the elimination stage is going to be a bit different, but that was what they did last year. So, or the bracket stage. So that's even more fun, to be honest. But I don't really have anything else. Do you guys have anything else?
Thank you everybody for restream and commentary and the tournament as always. And yeah, good luck to everybody next week and hope I can make it.
Yeah, same for me. Thanks for the restream and everything for the tournament. It's very fun so far. I hope I'll do my team. I make my team proud and can revive them somehow, but we'll see.
Yeah. And I think thank you to Drowsy for co-ops.
Yeah, thanks for joining me at the last minute.
Yeah. And thank you, Star, our restreamer Star, and our who's also doing tracking, and our other tracker, Daruk. We do have some more tournament matchups coming up tomorrow. It's going to kind of finalize our week. The big thing is there's going to be a 6-way race that's going to get split into 2 restreams here on ZSR between. Sorry, just trying to go pull up, make sure I say these team names properly. Hyrule Divers to Super Branch Defense, which is Rikio Kukuri, and then Structural Mike and Telthar of Team the Fort Boom Rangers, and then we have the
You're not allowed to say the last team name.
The remaining four runners of Zaffikel, Wallkicks, and Lyndon Nelson is not racing tomorrow. He's asyncing this. A team that I am not allowed to say the name of. I've already crammed it in once this restream. So, thanks. And there'll be some other races tomorrow that I think are going to try to get some restreams on, but everybody scheduled everything all at once, so it's kind of crazy.
Yep. Yeah. Any last thoughts from you guys before I take us out? I'm gonna say that's a no. So once again, GG's to our runners. Please give them all a follow. Flipheal, Matkap, and Derdasch. To our 2 comments, Top File and Dressy. And thank you to Derek as well for tracking with me. I don't know why the bot's broken for the tracker command. Let's see, coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, as mentioned, we do have a whole bunch of races tomorrow. We've got the big 6-way race, as mentioned, at 2 p.m. Eastern. That will be probably ZSR 1 and ZSR 2. There we will also be restreaming tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, probably on ZSR main as well. That'll be Muggletron versus Hayfield Bay versus Gilgamesh. That will be cross keys as well. Also have a Skyward Sword randomizer weekly race and Ocarina of Time randomizer any weekly race, as well as the first of our restreams of the Twilight Princess Annual Tournament 2024, the Wolf Dash 4. So keep an eye out for all that here as for this weekend. Thank you for watching, everyone. That's it here for us today. We're going to go over and say hi to Adirondack Rick, who's doing some co-op here. So we'll see how that's going for them. Thanks for watching all, and have a good evening.